Okay, this is Expendable Youth, tuned to D sharp. Right there's your open 6 string. It's going to start with palm muting this open 6 string. And then that first note that he hits, a lot of people think he's just holding that 7th fret on the 5th string and hitting the open 6 string, but what he's actually doing is he's hammering on from the 5th fret to the 7th fret on the 5th string. So it's okay, so real slowly it's okay, so you're going to get that kind of sound where it's just like a real subtle hammer on, but just make sure you hit the open 6 string along with that hammer on the 5th string. Okay? Every time this riff starts, because there's kind of, you know, it plays kind of differently throughout the song, but every single time you hear those power chords, it's gonna start with the I'm obviously slowing it down and exaggerating it because you don't hear it that well on the album. It's kind of hidden. It kind of sounds like this. Okay, so anyway, that's the running theme. Every time that riff starts, you're going to start with the, okay? Then from there, you're going to do the, and those two power chords are the 8th fret to the 6th fret on the 5th string. Again, I'm just open 6 string, down pick this whole thing. And then I'm going to go up to the 10th fret to the 9th fret power chord on the 5th string. Back to the 8th fret to the 6th fret. And then I'm going to end on the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret. Okay, the way this song opens, I think that goes for like 4 times or many times, and then the riff kind of changes a little bit and it's going to do this. Okay, and all that is, it's basically the same riff, you're just doing some extra notes. So, and you're slowing down the palm muting on the open 6 string. Okay, same thing, that hammer on the 5th fret to the 7th fret on the 5th string. Okay, oh. Okay, hold on. Okay, I was picking it wrong, so here's how it goes. And all those riffs are 8, 7, 6 on the 5th string, power chord. And then that's 10, 9, 8 on the 5th string power chords. Okay? And in between, you're just doing that hammer on that I showed you. And then on the 4th time you're playing it, he just down picks that open 6 string 4 times, and he goes 3, 2, 1 on the power chords on the 6th string actually. So it sounds real heavy. So it's going to sound like this. Okay. Okay, and that's what he plays under the verse. Okay. From there, they're going to play that like 4 times again, 8 times maybe, I don't know. And then when they come out of there, they're going to go into the chorus. So it's going to go. Oops. Okay, first note of the chorus, 2nd fret power chord on the 6th string. Okay, so that's 2nd fret power chord on the 6th string, and then it goes up to the 3rd fret power chord, and then he's going to open down pick the 6th string, and then to end that little measure there, he's going to go, and then what that is just 3rd fret power chord, open 6th string twice, 3rd fret power chord, and then back to the 2nd fret power chord. So it's going to go, and then he says Expendable Youth. Okay, then after you go back to that 2nd fret power chord, you're going to go all the way up to the 6th fret power chord, again on the 6th string, and then he's going to do the open 6th string picking, so it's going to go. And then all he's doing there is he's doing the open 6-string power chord to the 1st fret power chord, then back to the 2nd fret power chord, which is kind of the main chord in the chorus. So it's going to go, so here's the first 2 parts of the chorus I've showed you. Okay, if you notice too, this is all down picking when you're picking those open 6-string riffs there. And then finally on the 3rd measure of this chorus, you're going to go and repeat the first part that I showed you. And then to get out of the chorus the first time, you do the 2nd fret power chord. Then he goes 5, 4, 3 on the power chords there on the 6th string. And then he goes back into that riff. Okay, so it's going to go. Okay, then from there you can figure out the middle parts of the song. The 2nd verse is the same. He's going to come back into the chorus, and the 2nd chorus you hear in the song, the last measure is played differently. Instead of going and doing this, he's going to do this. Okay, so he's just going to do that from holding that 2nd fret. He's going to do that. It's the 3rd fret power chord to the 5th fret power chord real quick, then open E string. And now you can start alternate picking this little riff here, because these are, you know, they're a little quicker, so you need to alternate pick these. So anyway, it's going to start in the open 6th string. So it's that open 6th string, you know, unmuted, and then hit it muted 2 times. And then from there you're going to do the 7th to 8th fret hammer on the 5th string. Okay? Whoops. Same pattern, except you're going to, on the 2nd time, you're going to go 7, 8, 10 with these fingers. Okay? 7, 8, 10. Land on your pinky on the 10th fret on the 5th string. Again, you're picking all those. You can alternate pick. And then on that 3rd time, you're picking all these notes, 7, 8 on the 5th string, land on the 7th fret on the 4th string. Okay, then from there you're going to start this kind of these runs that he does in between. Okay, the riff is going to start that exact way every time, and then you're going to do these different variations of runs. So it's going to go, the first one you're going to do, which is repeated a couple times, is going to be on the 4th fret. You're going to start with your ring finger and go 6, 5, 4 on the 4th string, 6, 5, 4, then move your middle finger over to the 6th fret on the 5th string and go 6, 5 on the 5th string, and then go use your ring finger and do 8, 7, 6 on the 6th string. So it's going to go, okay? Yeah. Trying to make sure I got the fingers right. I did. Okay? So here it is real slowly. Again, that starts out not palm muted. But when you get to that 6th string, you want to palm mute it so it sounds a little cleaner. And then it starts and repeats again. And that riff is a little bit easier, because what he's going to do is he's going to go 6, 5, 4, whoops, 6, 5, 4 on the 4th string, 6, 5, 4 on the 5th string, and then you're going to hit the 3rd fret there on the 3rd string. Okay? It's kind of a jump, but it's pretty easy because they don't play it too fast. Okay? So here's what I've shown you so far. I just missed that note a little bit. And then from there, you're going to repeat the very first version I showed you. Now this time that you play this is the 4th time now going through it. This is the only time you'll play this variation of this run, and this goes into the guitar solo, so it's going to go like this. Oops. So here's how I play it. I go 6, 5, 4 on the 4th string, as most of these start out. 6, 5, 4. Then he goes 5, 4, 3 on the 5th string, and then he goes 4, 3, 2 on the 6th string. Okay, so it's kind of like he's going down the ladder there on the fretboard. 6, 6, 5, 6, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so it's going to sound like this. And again, you're using those 3 fingers, ring finger, middle finger, pointer, like right down the ladder. And now we're going to go into the rhythm for the guitar solo, and all that is, you don't have to downpick this. That's pretty insane to downpick it. So just kind of do a, and what he does there is just real quickly, he opens the 6th string to the open note there. Okay, the chord that he's playing there is that 1st fret power chord on the 5th string. Second chord he plays there is that 3rd fret power chord on the 6th string. Okay, now I'm gonna go and switch up to the 5th fret, but if you notice there, the way I land on that chord is that it comes in sooner than the first time you play it. So the second time you play it and you're gonna hit that 3rd fret power chord, he plays it sooner. So it's gonna sound like this. This is the second time. Okay, so he's just gonna go and hit that, and then it's going to switch to the other guitarist. He's going to solo, and then it's going to start on the 5th fret. Okay, so the 5th fret on the 6th string, and then you're just going to slide down real quickly to that 3rd fret, so that you get the same effect as when he was playing on the 2nd fret. Except you're going to hit that 4th fret power chord on the 5th string the first time. Then the 6th fret power chord on the 6th string, second time. Third time's a repeat of the first time. Okay, and then if you notice, to get out of that riff, I did the same thing. I played that 6th fret power chord much quicker than I did the first time. So it's going to go. Okay, so try and follow that rhythm. It caught me off guard a little bit. I was always like, why do they always sound like they're playing that differently? But anyway, that's what they're doing. So from there, from that 6th fret power chord, back into the chorus. Same thing I've shown you. But it's going to be this version. Okay, so he's gonna do the very first version of the chorus I showed you, with the outro goes. Okay, and if you notice there, because I did that whole part for a reason, I just played that for a whole part for a reason, because if you notice, instead of doing the when he comes out of instead of doing 3-2, which is the normal riff, he goes down to the 1st fret. He goes 3rd fret down to the 1st fret, so that it has that effect when you come back into the chorus. He starts on the 2nd fret. Okay, so does that make sense? It's going to go. See, just like that. So it's a subtle variation. It's somewhat, you know, you got to remember to do that at first, but then you'll catch on. You'll kind of get a feel for it. And then chorus again. Anyway, you know how the chorus goes. And then for the outro of the chorus, he's just going to go. Okay, and then I'm going to show you that final run. I've shown you every riff so far. The only thing, you know, he just stops on that 2nd fret, and then he does that 3-5 real quick, those 3rd fret to 5th fret power chords real quick. Okay, I've shown you that riff. I've shown you that. Shown you that. Just a subtle variation there. All he does from there is he's going to do that. This is the final run and the end of the song. When he comes out of the... Oops. Oops, sorry. It's going to do that very first version of the riff I've showed you. 6, 6, 5, 4 on the 4th string. Then you're going to go 6, 5 on the 5th string. 8, 7, 6 on the 6th string. And then immediately go 6, 5, 4 on the 4th string, 5, 4, 3 on the 5th string, and then just do 3, 2 to the open 6th string power chord. 3, 2 open 6th string power chord on the 6th string. That's it. Okay, that's the song. So okay, good luck. It's an easy song, so.